My friends, let me lower the lights. We are here in the darkened shadows of the night, when the overcast skies make falling of the rains. From this thy reign I have passed my arm onto thee, when I had went out to get one of my final suppers in the old world. It is not that I am leaving or departing to any of other places or beyond the realm of reality. It is a juncture in which at the present time I'm feeling fucked up. Excuse my language, I'm very sorry. This has happened before, right? But every time it's happened, it's been very bad. I fall into a world where there's a void, where it's not going in and it's not coming out. There's no exhaust. So you feel like whatever you are you are lost, and you will never see the free of the face again. It is a torture. It's almost as like saying you went all of a sudden fell into a deep depression for a period of 5 minutes, and it goes right deeply down inside of you. So deep. It must reach the soul organs of your body. How do they feel? That might be because I'm smoking cigarettes. They don't want me to smoke anymore. Or this is a final chapter into a piece of the diaries of Zazareth, to free the myth of the God creator of thy earth. Thus it shall be just of one God. Or is it of many gods, and only one represents the totality? Well, that is what it is. It is one God representing the totality. The guidance of the elements, and the elements to do what they naturally do. Does the universe actually have what to say as natural? Is there actually anything that would ever have life? Or is it only because the good old Lord brought upon it what they call the Zoid? It is a void and a Zoid. You never see it, and it's there. If it was void from the Zoid, then what would be there would be nothing. So then it would be a void of the Zoid. So the Zoid and the egg come together, and they build. They build from the mind of the matrix human beings inside other human beings. Just like the kangaroo, R-U, N-U, M-U, W. Hey, where's my twin? Is it really a double of me, or is that actually just a basis up in heaven? Like, this is what I look like in heaven. Yeah, they doubled my brain. Okay, they doubled my brain. They put me to sleep. They said, we'll wake you up down on earth. You'll have to go through a process of 9 months, but don't worry. During the 9 months, we can go out and play baseball and see hockey season up in heaven. The only time that you lose between the two worlds is when your brain switch has to turn on the baby. You're still grown up in this baby's body. You're going, oh, what can I do here? But in the early stages, under the Santa Claus, you can go home. But after that, the mind sleeps. The 100% of the connected activity mind of who one is as X, she sleeps. But the mind doesn't sleep. The mind is on. The mind has never slept, never will sleep, can't sleep, doesn't want to sleep. Because if the mind stops revolving, it will rust. And you thought the mind can't rust? Oh, for sure. It'll rust. It'll rust. But with a little help of the matrix, the mind will live on forever. Crazy thought. That it's in this head of ours because we grew like a vegetable. But inside that vegetable had a little special thing in the back of the brain just over the backbone where all the tentacles connect. And it hooks up to a power source just like they hook up your Bell cellular phone or they hook up your internet at a distance. The energy core is the sun, the warmth. Think of it. Look up on the roofs. Solar panels for the energy, for the light. Our heart does not beat like the light of the Son of God. O Son God of the heavens, we know who you are. The Christ, he watches us from the hot heavens. He watches us. Jupiter. "63 moons. 63, 36, 99. Does anybody understand what it really means, 63, 36? I'm going to try and show you. Okay? This is 6. This is 3. Okay? You see what happens to it? They went on top of each other. Now this spot right here, this is 6. This is 3. But they both hold the same position, number 5. So it would become 653 is what it will become. Or it would become 6 minus 1, 1, 6, 5, 3, 103 it would become. So they overlap, and look at that, the 7 and the 8. They're the same card. September, August, September, and then October is another 8. There's an 8 before the 7, and there's an 8 after the 7. So when it moves, it's always in an 8. Why is there? Because October, octagon, octagon 8. It's that simple. Pretty stupid, eh? Pretty stupid what I'm doing. Because it's that simple. It's all the definitions. Just check my definitions out. Okay? And don't forget, this is like new to me. This is like brand new to me. It's like happened overnight. Let's go back to the moons. No moon on Venus. No moon on Mercury. 0, 0. I guess that's what you call love. 2 eggs. Okay. Mercury has an 88 letter count. Venus has a 22, 27, 37, 41, 51, 62, 72, 81. Venus is an 81 count. That's 9 by 9. Wow, that's the birth. Wow. 81 and 88 is 167. 1, 6, and 7 altogether is GAF, G-A-F, or FAG, F-A-G. It's a baryon, it's a cylinder that works together. But besides that, it totals 14. And 14 is a passage, and it's A-D. That's what it comes out to. It equals to 5. Anyways, we're just going to jump into this, that Neptune has 13 moons, Earth and Mercury it would represent. 1 and 3 moons is 4. It would also represent Mars as a combination of Mercury and Earth, as Mercury connects to Earth, okay, because they're on each side, A, B, C, okay. On one side of B is Earth, 2. On the other side of B is Mercury. If you take away B, A and C connect. You can connect with one hookup. B is used because you need a hookup. The spirit can only go one strand, okay, for every space. And when the spirit goes on an angle, it costs 0.25 and more of a length to cover that angle than a straight up and down spirit. Okay? So now we're just going to take the letter count for the initial of Mercury 4, Venus 4. Venus, the V letter, the 22nd letter, 2 and 2 is 4. Mercury, the M letter, 13th letter, 1 and 3 is 4. We have 44 to start off, and that's the number count for space, S-P-A-C-E. Check it out. So, where were we? Yes. So it would be 4-4, and then no moons and no moons. 4400. Or it would be 4040. And you know what's funny? That's my Twitter account number if you want to go check me out. Oh my God, it's insane. So now we're going to get on to Earth. Earth is one moon. It's the 5th letter, Earth. It's the 3rd planet. 5, 3, 1. 5, 3, and 1 in the alphabet. ACE creates the ace. So if it creates the ace, okay, is that possible that we're there? No, we can't be. We can live in between it. We can't actually. I don't think we can live where any of the planets are. But anyways, regardless of that, then there's Mars. 4 and 2, 24 hours in a day. And not only that, as a number count in numerology, okay, N-I-N-E or F-I-V-E actually have the same count. And on the keyboard, okay, if you look what it represents the percentage sign. The percentage sign is a representation of 6 and 9. The star key that you see on the keyboard here, but on your old telephone, okay, that used to come up under number 10. You see the AND key for the 7? Because when the 7 moves, okay, you see those 2 blue lines over there? You see the numbers? They're equal exact. Because when it moves from one world, it goes to the other world. It is the queen of transformation, and that 7 becomes 171, totally 9, bringing one birth from one area, and at the same time connecting the life angle to it, the basic life angle. Because I believe when you're a child, you get the a basic computerized angle in the first year or two, and the angel of who we become now today as thinkers is only entered into your mind after a couple of years of your life. And every time you pass a cycle, if you have went into the area where there's a door to rise to another level, you will rise. But if you never do anything, you can't rise without working on something to do with the interior mind, like interior decorating for the head. So anyways, we're going to leave it at that. And don't forget, your hair grows because it's an exhaust. Okay? Everything's an exhaust. Just like you have the back of your toilet to hold the extra water. If it wasn't there, you'd have to hold it down and the water would never go down. There has to be a suction. There has to be an extension. There's so many things. What a great world this is. It's crazy, eh? It's crazy. What's coming in the near future? Well, in, what is it, 3 more days? Till 3 more days before the egg hatches. And then 45 to 48 more days in the July for the dog and the cat to come into this world. And then we have the pig. This is every time there's an eclipse, and I just started checking this, so I'm pretty new at this. I always look at the number of days that go by before something happens, and then I go look at something that I can pick out. And I pick out the pregnancies of animals, okay, and how long it takes to restructure things in certain areas that are very precise, like a birth. It'll take pregnancy 9 months or 276 days, if I don't forget it, 273, and I already know what that means. I already know what that means, okay? So, but I want to be able to find a way to show you what I know has a truth to it, and then it comes along, and the truth that it comes along is that the only way my work will end up at the end, okay, there's a creator that created all this. We didn't come out of thin air. At least not we didn't. Maybe the gods before us did, but we didn't. We were created and we live in an electronic world. Okay? That's all it is. We're in an electronic world. We're just like Nintendo. We're no different from Nintendo. Except you don't see the guy. I mean, you think the guy in Nintendo holding the gun, he's holding the gun during the war. He's not thinking, hey, who's pulling my buttons? He's not thinking like that. He's got his gun, he's ready to shoot. He doesn't know he's being controlled by somebody else. The same thing for us. Same thing. You don't know. Numbers, 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 my friends. 4 and 6, 1 and 9. 1 and 9, 3 and 7. 4 and 6, 5, 5, 5. 2 and 8, 1 and 9, 3 and 7, 5, 5, 5. 1 and 9, 3 and 7, 4 and 6, 2 and 8, 55, 55. Why 55, 55? Because the third one is split. Raphael 72, 86. In the constellation of Pegasus and Baffin Islands and Nunavut, take a look. They reflect each other. And I think 20 minutes is more than enough. Raphael 72, 86.